You might think this is just another tabloid rumor, but what's unfolding between Jim Jones and Brooke Bailey has everyone talking, and it could change things for real. Word on the street is that Jim, fresh off a high-profile split with Chrissy Lampkin after 15 years together, quietly married reality star Brooke Bailey just weeks later. A single photo, Brooke in what looks like a simple white dress, Jim in a sharp suit, drove the chatter. They're laughing, holding each other close, and fans can't agree on what it means. When Chrissy announced she was moving on, people were shocked. Think about it. 15 years of history, love, and public appearances, ending almost overnight. Then came the reports. Jim out and about with Brooke, appearing together at events, sharing smiles and inside jokes. Fans wrote it off at first. Two celebrities crossing paths is hardly news in a city full of parties. But then that photo surfaced, and suddenly, just friends didn't fit. Brooke's gown wasn't a red carpet dress. It looked like a bridal gown. Jim's suit was crisp, as if he'd stepped straight from a ceremony. Some viewers swore they saw wedding rings, though the image wasn't crystal clear. Social media lit up. On Twitter, people asked if Jim had really jumped from one serious relationship to another in record time. On Instagram, admirers marveled at how happy Brooke seemed, while others blasted Jim for moving on too quickly. The timing raised eyebrows. Chrissy had barely closed one chapter when rumors hinted she'd been replaced. Had Jim and Brooke been close behind the scenes while he was still with Chrissy? Some online sleuths dug up old event photos showing Jim and Brooke chatting since last year. They wondered if their romance began long before Chrissy's public break. Naturally, that led to questions about Brooke's role. Was she a willing participant in a swift rebound? Or was she genuinely caught up in a new spark, one that Jim couldn't ignore after his split? Brooke, known for her fitness brand and TV appearances, built her reputation on hard work and charisma. Many fans refused to believe she'd step into a messy love triangle intentionally. Meanwhile, the usual suspects weighed in. Reality TV watchers compared the situation to classic on-screen betrayals. A few YouTube commentators claimed the photo was part of a secret music video or promotional stunt, and not a wedding at all. Others pointed out that without an official statement, it remains pure speculation. But the debate shows how invested people are in Jim and Chrissy's story, and now Brooke's unexpected entrance. Of course, Chrissy hasn't said much beyond her initial announcement. She thanked fans for their support and promised to focus on herself, but she hasn't commented on Brooke or the wedding talk. Given Chrissy's outspoken history, remember when she made headlines months ago for calling out Jim's behavior? Many expect her to respond soon. Will she address these rumors, or choose to stay quiet and rise above the drama? For Jim, the implications are huge. He's a respected artist with decades in the industry, and his personal life has always drawn attention. If he did marry Brooke, people will wonder how genuine the gesture was. Fans might question whether he rushed into something new to escape heartbreak, or if he truly found someone who understands him better than anyone else. Brooke stands to gain a lot, too. An official union with Jim would mean more spotlight, more opportunities, and a front-row seat to a new chapter in hip-hop royalty. Yet it could also bring criticism. Her loyalty, her motives, and even her talent could come under fire if people think she's just the rebound. Behind the scenes, industry insiders whisper that conversations are already happening. TV, producers want to know if a joint project is in the works. Record labels are talking about interviews or a reality special. Advertisers are watching for stability or scandal that might affect partnerships. In other words, whether the wedding is real or just a rumor, everyone is circling the story like it's a goldmine. So what should you believe? At this point, no one has produced a marriage license or a public announcement from Brooke's reps or Jim's camp. All we have is that one picture and a tidal wave of online reaction. But photos can lie, and plans can change. Until someone confirms it, take the secret wedding talk with a grain of salt. Still, Imagine the scene. Two people who admired each other's work, drawn together by late-night conversations and shared dreams, deciding to make it official. Or consider the alternative. A perfectly staged photo designed to generate buzz for an upcoming tour or TV appearance. Either way, the story has already captivated an audience. Whether Jim and Brooke really tied the knot or simply posed for a carefully planned shoot, their rumored union raises big questions about love, loyalty, and timing. It reminds us how quickly life can shift from heartbreak to happiness, or how carefully image can be crafted in the age of social media. And it shows that, in the end, we're all curious about how our favorite stars put the pieces of their lives back together. What do you think? Is Jim's marriage to Brooke real, or is this just another clever headline grab? And how should Chrissy respond, if at all, to this whirlwind development? Share your thoughts below, hit subscribe for updates, and remember, in the world of celebrity, nothing is ever quite what it seems. Some people aren't convinced Jim and Brooke actually married. They think that photo of Brooke in white might just be for a joint project, maybe a music video or a TV special, rather than a real wedding. If they did tie the knot, though, fans have plenty of questions. How did Jim move on so fast after ending things with Chrissy Lampkin? What does this mean for Chrissy, who spent years in that relationship? Rumors suggest Jim and Brooke's romance started before his split from Chrissy. If that's true, some wonder whether Brooke played a part in the breakup. It feels sudden, given Jim and Chrissy's long history together. For many, a quick turnaround like this looks like a real betrayal. Online reactions have been all over the map. Some people are celebrating, saying Jim and Brooke seem happy and comfortable together, even after everything that's happened. Others are furious. They say Jim wasted 15 years with Chrissy, then swapped one partner for another in record time. A few fans point out that without solid proof, a marriage license, an official announcement, a ceremony video, it could easily be a publicity stunt. Despite the doubts, many followers are hopeful. They remember how hard Chrissy fought for her relationship, and they're curious whether she'll respond to these rumors. Chrissy has a reputation for speaking her mind, so everyone's watching to see if she'll address the situation or stay quiet. Between the wedding gossip and the questions about timing, it's clear that people still care deeply about Jim and Chrissy's story. Even if this picture of Jim in a suit and Brooke in white wasn't actually from a wedding, it shows how powerful their past connections remain. The way fans react, some with excitement, others with anger, reveals just how invested we all are in celebrity relationships. At the end of the day, we'll need more than a single photo to know the truth. If Jim and Brooke did exchange vows, we'll expect to see more proof, invitations, guest lists, or at least a confirmation from their teams. Until then, it's all speculation and social media chatter. But one thing's for sure, this rumor machine isn't slowing down. Whether it's real or staged, Jim and Brooke have captured our attention, and Chrissy's next move could change the whole story again.
Just want to think she gonna do what you want to do, ruin my son and the whole 9 yards. And I'm trying to get an understanding and find exactly.
As long as I was standing in that house and he was coming in 6 and 7 in the morning, talk about this record, that record, and they had a record out and give. What are you working on?
Chrissy! Who's talking to you like that?
I'm talking to you.
Stop pointing at me, Chrissy,
That's
for real.
who I was talking to. I'm talking to you. Because
Right.
guess what, babe?
That was very, very, very unfair.